every secret from the last 30 years.
And I have given all the proofs of who was involved with Diddy. I have presented the videotape of Diddy's parties as evidence. Diddy and the other celebs. Jay-Z, all of them were Diddy's handlers. After watching the rest of the documentary, you'll understand.
The internet woke up today looking like somebody accidentally pulled the fire alarm inside the entire hip-hop industry. Because overnight, 50 Cent dropped part 3 of his explosive Netflix documentary. And suddenly the names Diddy and Jay-Z started trending like someone just leaked the secret blueprint of the music business. Now normally when celebrities argue, the internet grabs popcorn, tweets a few memes, and moves on. But this situation? Oh no. This one hit social media like a WW steel. Chair flying across the ring while the referee is distracted because, according to fans watching the documentary, Part 3 doesn't just tell stories about hip-hop history. People online are convinced it digs into the mysterious power networks surrounding some of the most influential figures the music world has ever seen. And once those words started circulating, the internet instantly turned into a conspiracy theory convention within minutes of the release. Timelines exploded harder than a celebrity group chat after someone leaks screenshots. Reaction videos started appearing everywhere. Twitter threads grew longer than movie scripts. And TikTok detectives suddenly began analyzing scenes like they were solving a crime drama. Some viewers claim the documentary shines a spotlight on the hidden machinery of the music industry. Others insist fans are exaggerating everything because controversy spreads online faster than a surprise Drake album. But regardless of who's right, the conversation has already turned into full internet chaos. And let's be honest for a second. When 50 Cent enters the chat, calm discussions usually disappear faster than free food at a backstage party. The man built an entire reputation on saying exactly what everyone else is too nervous to say out loud. So when people heard that his documentary might explore the worlds surrounding figures like Diddy and Jay-Z, curiosity didn't just rise. It exploded like fireworks at a championship parade. Fans didn't simply watch the episode. They started dissecting every second of it. Clips flooded Instagram. Memes dominated Twitter. TikTok creators slowed down scenes frame by frame like they were decoding the Da Vinci Code. Except instead of ancient paintings, they were analyzing hip-hop moguls. And suddenly the internet wasn't just discussing a documentary anymore. The conversation turned into a massive debate about influence, power, and the mysterious relationships that supposedly operate behind the velvet curtains of the entertainment world. Some people believe the episode pulls back the curtain on how the music industry truly works. Others argue it's simply brilliant storytelling designed to spark attention and views. But either way, the chaos online has reached levels nobody expected because the moment viewers started connecting certain details inside the documentary, something strange happened. To understand why this documentary episode has the internet behaving like a group of detectives who just discovered a secret vault, you have to rewind the story a little. Because this situation didn't appear out of nowhere. The tension surrounding powerful figures in hip-hop has been simmering for years, quietly building pressure behind the scenes like a storm everyone could see coming for decades. The music industry has looked glamorous from the outside. Private jets, luxury mansions, billion-dollar deals, and award show moments that look like royal ceremonies. But insiders have always hinted that the real power of entertainment moves in rooms the public never sees. And if there's one person famous for poking those hidden rooms with a very sharp stick, it's 50 Cent. The man built an entire career around speaking loudly when everyone else whispers. Whether it's social media trolling, industry commentary, or turning drama into blockbuster storytelling, he has mastered the art of making the internet explode. So when news started spreading that his Netflix documentary series would explore deeper conversations about the entertainment world, fans instantly paid attention. Because when 50 Cent starts telling stories about power and influence, people know things are about to get interesting. The first 2 parts of the documentary already caused serious noise online. Viewers debated whether the project was simply entertainment, storytelling, or a deeper exploration of how influence operates behind the scenes in hip-hop. Some fans praised the series for highlighting the complicated business side of music. Others argued that the entire project looked like another chapter in the long tradition of rap rivalries being turned into entertainment content. But regardless of which side people supported, one thing was obvious. The documentary had everyone watching. Each episode turned into a trending topic, and every scene gave social media another reason to argue for hours. Then rumors about Part 3 began spreading. At first, it sounded like normal promotional hype, the kind that appears before every major documentary release. But slowly, the whispers started getting louder. Some viewers claimed the new episode would explore the mysterious power circles surrounding some of the biggest moguls in hip-hop history. Suddenly, the hype started feeling different. YouTube channels began speculating about what the episode might reveal. Podcast hosts teased dramatic theories about industry alliances and hidden influence networks. Twitter users started analyzing old interviews, like historians digging through ancient scrolls. By the time the episode finally dropped, the internet atmosphere felt like the final moments before a championship boxing match. Everyone had opinions before the fight even started. And when viewers finally pressed play, the reaction spread across social media faster than a celebrity breakup rumor. Clips from the documentary began circulating almost immediately. Reaction channels uploaded breakdown videos within hours. Comment sections filled with fans arguing about what certain moments might mean. Some viewers claimed the documentary was exploring the complicated business structure of the music industry. Others insisted the editing style hinted at deeper dynamics most fans rarely think about. But the thing about the internet is that once speculation begins, it grows faster than wildfire. Memes flooded timelines. Screenshots from the documentary were shared thousands of times. TikTok creators began posting dramatic breakdown videos with intense music like they were uncovering hidden evidence in a thriller movie. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't just about the documentary anymore. People began debating the entire structure of power inside the music industry. Who controls what? Who influences major decisions? And how alliances between powerful figures shape the direction of hip-hop culture. And right in the center of that storm were three names the internet couldn't stop repeating: 50 Cent, Diddy, J-3. Giants who have helped shape hip-hop culture for decades. Each one represents a different era of influence, business strategy, and cultural impact. The moment their names began appearing together in the same online debate, the conversation exploded into full internet chaos. Fans started revisiting old interviews and past headlines, searching for connections. Some viewers believed the documentary hinted at complicated relationships between major industry figures. Others argued the internet was simply turning entertainment drama into a conspiracy investigation. But the wildest part? The more people talked about the documentary, the more attention it received. The more attention it received, the louder the conversation became. Reaction videos multiplied. Debate threads expanded. Every hour seemed to bring another wave of opinions. And somewhere inside that endless noise, something strange happened. Because viewers started noticing a tiny detail hidden inside the episode. At first it seemed harmless. Just another quick moment that most people ignored during their first watch. But when someone paused the scene and posted a screenshot online, fans immediately started asking questions. If the first wave of reactions looked chaotic, the second wave felt like the internet grabbed a megaphone and started screaming. Because once people noticed that tiny detail inside the documentary, the conversation exploded into a completely different level of drama. Suddenly, every platform online looked like a live debate stage. YouTube creators rushed to upload reaction videos, like reporters chasing a breaking news story. Some paused the documentary every 30 seconds, replaying moments and analyzing them like detectives searching for hidden clues. Others built entire theories around quick edits and short comments that most viewers barely noticed the first time. Meanwhile, Twitter turned into a battlefield of opinions. One side of the internet claimed the documentary was exposing deeper industry dynamics that fans rarely talk about. The other side insisted people were exaggerating every scene, because controversy spreads online faster than logic. But while the debates were happening, the memes arrived like a hurricane. Screenshots from the documentary began flooding timelines with captions that made the situation look like the final boss battle of the hip-hop industry. One meme compared the moment to a WWE surprise entrance where the crowd suddenly realizes the fight just got 10 times bigger. Another viral post joked that the entire situation felt like a Kardashian reunion episode, except instead of reality stars arguing on couches, it involved billion-dollar rap moguls and decades of music industry history. The internet clearly wasn't planning to keep the conversation calm. Podcast hosts jumped into the chaos like commentators analyzing a championship fight. Some discussed the documentary seriously, talking about influence, fame, and the complicated business side of entertainment. Others treated the entire situation like a giant reality show storyline unfolding in real time, but the real chaos began when viewers started digging into old hip-hop history. Fans began revisiting interviews from years ago, looking for moments that might connect to themes discussed in the documentary. Suddenly, old clips resurfaced across social media like forgotten chapters of a story people thought was already finished. Some viewers argued that the documentary made them rethink certain moments in the industry. Others insisted the internet was simply creating drama because famous names were involved. But once speculation spreads online, stopping it becomes nearly impossible. TikTok creators joined the conversation next. They posted dramatic breakdowns explaining their theories while dramatic music played in the background. Some videos used arrows and circles pointing to tiny details inside documentary scenes, like investigators presenting evidence to a jury. The comment sections under those videos quickly turned into heated debates. Some fans believed the documentary was highlighting the complex relationships between powerful figures in hip-hop. Others said people were treating entertainment content like it was a secret government investigation. But the louder the arguments became, the more attention the documentary received. Every new debate pushed the story further into viral territory. Even people who had not watched the episode suddenly started talking about it after seeing clips circulate across their feeds. Hip-hop blogs quickly noticed the growing chaos and began publishing articles about the documentary's impact. Some headlines praised the series for sparking conversations about power and influence in music. Others criticized the situation for encouraging speculation about industry figures. Meanwhile, influencers who normally avoid celebrity gossip started offering their opinions. One commentator joked that the entire situation felt like a Zeus Network backstage fight, except instead of reality stars throwing drinks, it involved some of the most powerful names in entertainment history, and while fans were busy debating theories, the reaction from celebrities became another topic of discussion. Some artists laughed about the documentary publicly, treating the situation like another viral internet moment. Their jokes quickly turned into memes that spread across social media, but other celebrities stayed completely silent. And of course, that silence created even more speculation online. Because whenever famous figures avoid addressing a trending topic, the internet immediately assumes something deeper must be happening behind the scenes. At this point, the conversations surrounding the documentary had grown far beyond the episode itself. It had turned into a massive online discussion about influence, power, and how the entertainment industry operates behind closed doors. Every platform looked like a non-stop debate arena. YouTube was full of analysis videos. TikTok had thousands of theory breakdowns. Instagram pages reposted reactions like highlight reels from a championship game, and just when it seemed like the internet had reached peak chaos, something unexpected happened, because one viewer posted a slowed-down clip from the documentary that most people missed during their first watch. By the time the internet reached the third wave of reactions, the conversation had completely transformed into something bigger than a documentary release. What started as simple entertainment commentary suddenly turned into a massive cultural debate about power, influence, and the mysterious machinery behind the music industry. Because the moment that slowed-down clip appeared online, everything changed. One viewer posted the clip with a simple caption asking if anyone else noticed the moment. Within minutes, the post started spreading across social media like wildfire in the middle of a dry forest. People began sharing screenshots, zooming into frames and replaying the clip over and over again. The moment looked small at first glance, almost like a throwaway scene inside the episode. But when fans started analyzing it, the internet instantly turned into a giant investigation room. Reaction channels returned with brand new breakdown videos. Some creators spent entire uploads explaining what they believed that tiny moment might imply. Others warned viewers not to jump to conclusions, reminding everyone that documentaries often use dramatic editing to build suspense, but the internet rarely slows down when speculation enters the conversation. Reddit threads exploded with theories connecting the documentary to different moments from hip-hop history. Users started creating detailed timelines linking past interviews, business deals, and industry events that they believed might relate to the themes discussed in the episode. Suddenly, the conversation felt less like a documentary review and more like a giant puzzle the internet was trying to solve together. Each person added another piece of speculation, another theory, another possible explanation. Meanwhile, hip-hop blogs published think pieces discussing how the documentary sparked such a massive reaction. Some writers argued that the series was successful because it explored complicated relationships between powerful figures in entertainment. Others suggested that the internet simply enjoys turning celebrity stories into dramatic mysteries. According to them, fans often fill in gaps with theories because the idea of hidden secrets makes the story feel more exciting. But regardless of which explanation people believed, the attention surrounding the documentary kept growing. The episode dominated entertainment headlines for days. Every major platform had creators discussing the same story from different angles. And then came the celebrity reactions. Some artists treated the situation with humor. A few joked about the internet turning every piece of entertainment into a conspiracy investigation. Their lighthearted responses quickly spread across social media and became memes. But other industry figures chose complete silence. That silence only made fans more curious. Because in the age of social media, when famous people ignore a trending topic, the internet usually interprets that quietness as something mysterious. Fans started debating whether the silence meant anything at all. Some believed it was simply a smart way to avoid fueling internet drama. Others thought it added even more intrigue to the documentary's storyline. At this point, the documentary had achieved something very rare in modern entertainment. It managed to make millions of people discuss the same story at the same time. In an era where attention spans disappear in seconds, that kind of cultural moment is extremely unusual. But just when it seemed like the chaos might finally calm down, viewers noticed another interesting element inside the episode's storytelling. A subtle moment that felt almost like a teaser, not a clear reveal. Not a direct statement, just a small hint that suggested the story might not be finished yet. Suddenly, fans began wondering if this documentary series was building towards something even bigger. Some people speculated that another chapter could arrive in the future. Others believed the moment was simply creative storytelling designed to keep viewers talking. But regardless of the intention, the effect was undeniable. The internet started asking a new question. If Part 3 created this level of chaos, what could the next chapter possibly reveal? Because when major figures like 50 Cent, Diddy, and Jay-Z appear in the same conversation, the story rarely ends quietly. Their influence stretches across decades of music, business, and cultural history. And when stories about powerful figures collide with speculation, drama, and internet curiosity, the result usually turns into a spectacle nobody can ignore. For now, the documentary continues to dominate conversations across the entertainment world. Fans are still debating theories. Reaction channels continue posting breakdowns. Memes continue circulating like digital wildfire, but the biggest mystery remains the same. Was this episode simply a dramatic documentary chapter designed to spark conversation? Or was it the beginning of a much larger story that hasn't fully unfolded yet? Because if the internet has learned anything from this situation, it's that the world of entertainment often contains layers fans rarely see. And honestly, if this entire situation proved anything, it's that the internet can turn one documentary episode into a full-blown global debate faster than a rapper can drop a surprise album at midnight. 1 minute people were casually scrolling their phones. And the next minute timelines were exploding with theories, memes, reaction videos, and arguments that looked like a hip-hop version of the Avengers assembling. Because let's be real for a second. When names like 50 Cent, Diddy, and Jay-Z start trending in the same conversation, you already know the internet is about to behave like a stadium crowd watching the final round of a heavyweight championship fight. Everyone suddenly has an opinion. Everyone thinks they cracked the code. And somehow every comment section turns into a debate show. Some fans think the documentary simply tells a dramatic story about the power dynamics of the music industry. Others believe it opened the door to a much deeper conversation about how influence, business relationships, and celebrity alliances actually operate behind the scenes. Either way, the reactions have been absolutely wild. Memes are everywhere. Reaction channels are breaking down every frame. TikTok detectives are zooming into scenes like they're solving a Hollywood mystery. And the comment sections look like digital boxing rings where